playing an MVP and whatnot. Joins SKT1, finds his place there, and he has grown up so much since I beat him at IM Katowice.
Ringblade did do that. This guy has a lot of girl fans, apparently. A huge scream going out when he comes on the screen.
Oh, he looks fantastic.
Yeah. Young guy, but very handsome.
Young Casanova in the making, man.
Yeah, man. Doesn't look stressed at all. Looks totally fine. Whereas KeeN looking a little bit stressed. Haven't seen him here in 2015. Picks an Oasis song. It's a good start.
Don't Look Back in Angel? Oh, sorry. That might mean Anger. And that's the song Don't Look Back in Anger. Back in Anger.
Yeah, that's an L, though.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, like, that's an L. That's not a weird font. Like, I don't know.
It's a different version, dude. Who knows?
Well, guys, we're going to jump into this game number 4 here between SK Telecom T1 and Prime. The map is Overgrowth, a 2-player map. Let's see what these 2 players can do in this TVT. It's going to be Dream versus KeeN. That was the saddest cheer I've ever heard. Down here in the bottom left, in the orange for SK Telecom T1, the Terran player, it is Dream.
And up here in the top right, it is KeeN for Prime. His debut match on the team. Got to make things happen. Got to show what he's got.
Picking blue. Some of the other players were picking other colors. I think the official Prime color is purple, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the color I always went. As
why is that?
My favorite color, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah. I mean, I also picked it in Warcraft 3, and it kind of represents every race that I've played in my games, man. Night Elf, it's purple. Zerg, purple.
Yeah, Zerg is purple.
How about that? Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that it happened like that?
Why do you like purple so much?
I don't know, it's just a nice, chill color, I think.
Yeah. I like purple, too. I think I like a little bit of a lighter purple. I feel like the StarCraft purple is a little bit too dark, especially on the creep as well. It's just like...
I see what you're saying. All right, I get that.
Just my opinion.
No,
Whenever I played Protoss, I just played blue.
Blue? Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's pretty boring.
Yeah, man, that's pretty... I'm not going to say
Why are you sorry? What?
No, dude, it's fine. Don't worry about it. KeeN going for that gas first. In this TVT, the first one of the day. Going to be applying that pressure just a little bit faster, going for that factory just a little bit faster. We see Dream going for a little bit more of a standard timing with his barracks and whatnot. We have seen Dream a lot in TVT, and we've seen him... Whoa! That guy's eyes are...
It's like, whoa!
He's like, I did not sleep last night. I just drank a coffee. Damn,
or 5 coffees, man. What?
That guy was... Trying to think of the word, man.
That was a good camera shot.
That guy is peaking, man. He's going crazy. But as I was saying, we have seen Dream a lot in this matchup, and he loves his 2 double medivac drops. We've seen them like nearly open always with the double medivac drop after the early games, the shenanigans.
Yeah,
he loves that. He's always looking for those drops.
Goes for a Reaper here with that gas. We're going to see just a Reaper expand. It's a strong build for any matchup, because it allows you to get the full scout of your opponent's base. Let's see if he stops at 1. Yeah, he does. You see a Reaper coming out of KeeN as well, so a bit of a delayed Reaper after getting that factory first.
Yeah, a bit greedier here for Dream. I like this. It's something Dream doesn't do as much as his other sort of builds. We have seen him go for gas first a lot more often than anything else, I feel, when I think back to his TVT games. So it's going to really be up to KeeN to find the damage early on with this gas first. He's going to be slightly behind in economy with that much later second CC.
Mm-hmm. And what is KeeN going to do exactly? He's made one Hellion. Loses the Reaper fight.
He's going to come back with that Hellion, though, and win the Reaper fight. But there's going to be a bunker up at the natural for Dream, so he should be able to deflect here. Uh-oh.
Yep. This isn't a Reaper fight anymore, Moonblade. It's a Reaper and Hellion fight.
It's cheating, man. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Bunker's going to come up, but he could just run by.
That he can. Bunker does finish. 2 Marines only, but he decides to back off.
It's actually going to give this Reaper an opening to scout as well, unless this Hellion Marine deals with it. It's going to be close. Oh, he's going to shoot.
One more shot. There you go.
Yeah, well, he scouts a CC. Okay. That's
Doesn't
something.
see the 3rd CC coming down,
Yeah,
though.
no, that's a twist in the story right there.
Yeah. May want to scan the main here in a bit, just to get a good idea of exactly what your opponent's doing. I mean, all he's seen is 2 Hellions, a Marine, and a Reaper.
It's a bit of a mind game, but at the same time, it's going to mean that the gas first doesn't really get anything done, right? Like, he's getting his starport now, which is a little bit delayed as well because of that extra CC. And I mean, I think we're going to see aggression hit from Dream before we see anything from KeeN. And it could do a lot of work because we are seeing mines being made, we are seeing Marines being made. And I think, yeah, we're just simply going to see the drops begin.
Yep. This is Dream. So this is what we have to see. Scan comes down. He sees just factory, barracks, starport. He also sees a couple of Marines. So it may tip him off, saying, hey, you're making a lot of Marines. What are you going to do with them? You've already got a starport. What are you making out of that, huh? What are you going to do?
It's a Viking. It's a Viking.
I swear it's a Viking. Looks like he's going to come around the left side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, that Nashville's pretty exposed at this point. The Hellion scouting, everything else is in the main base. Probably expecting that. The Marines will at least get, like, the SCVs to be pulled off the line.
It's going to be a big pull. Maybe get 2 or 3 SCVs. And here we come. Drop coming in, and immediately a pulled, so he isn't not going to get any of these SCVs.
He'll try to do some damage here. He might be able to do a little bit. Got to get out of there before the Viking does too much damage to the medevac. And yeah, I mean, he gets a little bit of economic damage, making the SCVs pull like that, and Hellion and a Marine for his troubles. He sees kind of what's up as he transitions into tanks.
Saw that 3rd CC. It's an important scout.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yep.
Wow,
and
that is huge.
He's not making a 3rd CC of his own. He's just making a lot of barracks. So maybe he wants to gear up for a big push here, try to punish that 3rd 3B CC.
Yeah, I guess so. That is such a lucky scout as well, because that was not what he was looking for. Kind of just saw it and backed off. He's like, oh, my God. It's a 3rd CC.
Well, you could tell that KeeN was expecting the drop to come from the right side, you know, so that CC position would have been better had it come from the right side, but the left side drop coming in at the natural just happens to see it.
Yeah, that is a good point. And yeah, I definitely think we're going to see a lot of aggression from Dream from this. He sees, because he saw that CC, he knows he's on like a bit of a time limit here. The clock is running out. He's like, he knows he's going to eventually fall behind in economy, so he has to get something done sooner than later, unless he is going to go for that 3rd CC of his own, which he has no intention of just yet.
Do you see a bunch of barracks being made now for KeeN, so that powering up is coming a bit later? That is the price you pay with that 3rd CC. It looks like actually Dream is looking to make a 3rd CC of his own.
Okay, just going for more of his production before he decides to go for anything else. And the tank count and the Marine count is very similar at this point. Both of them sit, well, we do see actually KeeN sitting at 3 and 2 for Dream, but Dream has a small advantage in Marines at this point. Nice harassment here. Very cheeky.
Yeah, super cheeky. That's like at least an 8 on the cheeky scale.
Wow. That's pretty...
He just like rolls up and kills your SCV, and he's just like LOL and drives away.
Yeah, that's just obnoxious, man. That's what I like to call it.
Will delay that 3rd CC. Dream can't really get that far behind with it, so in fact, it does matter.
We are going to see that double drop this time from Dream. It's like he's kind of preparing himself to go for the 3rd base if it is up. Unfortunately for him, though, it is not. You will see nothing here. Not just yet. KeeN being very safe with that third CC. Instead, just using the mule advantage more than anything else.
Oh, free mine. That's nice. You see sometimes in TVT, you just put out one random mine. It's kind of like a Baneling landmine, just with an actual mine. And sometimes you can get a lot of Marines if your opponent just happens to walk out of your base to go for an attack. There's that big 2 medevac drop over there. Just walking around, making sure no third CC comes down. Nice scout here with that Marine. He's going to see the drop coming his way.
Ooh, gotta be careful here. We do see the small army of KeeNs move towards the third base.
Look at that, catches it.
Oh no, that is huge. Really nice movements.
Oh, and KeeN can't fight this either. He's got less Marines, and now he's on the run.
Yeah, had to be really careful of that, and now the third is delayed even further. And if we do see Dream move his way up with the bulk of his army, he could actually sandwich what is here. Pretty decent trade for Dream. He's going to get out alive, and he knows exactly where the army is. He knows that the third base just went down. Maybe he's going to look for a push now.
He's posturing up in the middle of the map. He's still got that small force up at the top left. They want to do a bit of a pincer move here against these 3 tanks.
He could even just drop on them, to be honest, if he actually knew exactly what was going on. Oh, Marine sees everything. It's going to give it away.
Yeah, really nice scout there by KeeN, in fact. Another Marine out here looking. He's going to scan. Just barely misses the army, in fact.
Yeah, and he's going to actually posture up pretty nicely. Marines go in to trigger the siege. But now the natural is completely open. He's going to get a great concave here. And a siege up.
Yeah, 3 tanks in perfect position. Already one of the tanks going down. Combat Shields is finished. There it goes and finishes for KeeN. Finally, the SCVs are pulled. It looks like he possibly wants to fight with them here.
What a great positioning movement from Dream. He now has the natural completely open. He's going to get the CC in just a second. Oh, it is so low.
Oh, man. He's focusing down the Marines here, it looks like. Wants to fight against them. And now a lot of the SCVs in the front taking a lot of damage. 10 of them already going down. 1 tank on the high ground is doing some work, and he's actually going to drop on those tanks over there.
Oh, wow.
No support for Dream right now for those tanks, so KeeN will be able to take out those tanks.
Yeah, he's finally going to get him. Looks like Dream actually might have to get out of here. Only medivacs remain at this point. He's going to lose a lot of them as well, but still a really great fight for him. He got rid of the natural, essentially. The CC survived, but all the SCVs died, 24 of them. And now Dream is up 40 supply.
Yeah, that's a pretty big blow. He's not even mining from his natural right now. You already see the difference in supply. A lot of that is SCVs, but also Army. You can see the Army supply as well. And now posturing up for a big attack here once again. Going to back off, though. KeeN getting a decent spot with his tanks. Has relanded that CC now, the orbital at the natural. I do see the upgrades are in favor, in fact, of Dream. He's at 2-1. But it looks like KeeN is going to get that +2 to attack as well, so they're going to be even during this next fight. A gigantic drop is loaded up here.
Oh, man, yeah. It's looking good. Looks like he wants to drop the third base. He's going to try and apply pressure. Oh, no, he can't go for that drop. Not with that many Marines there. Trying to create a diversion with these Marines in the natural. Not going to find it there.
Yeah. Dream is just like a tactical genius when it comes to these positional TVT fights.
Oh, he is so smart at them. And he could actually just drop into the main base. If only he knew how open that main base was. And I think he has kind of realized at this point, okay, you got nothing in the main. It is time to set up shop here and completely destroy your production.
Nothing is here. And it looks like this is going to trigger a counterattack out of KeeN. He goes for a scan, in fact, with the natural. He wants to go for the throat of Dream. He's even flying his buildings now away. This is going to get interesting.
It's going to get interesting, but I mean, Dream has had a lot of notice by this, and he's already got a tank and a ton of Marines set up in his main base. I don't see this actually working at all, and if actually KeeN gets up there, he's going to take too much damage. And here we go with the massive drop.
Oh, man, the SCVs are pulled here, and they're going for the fight. GG is immediately called. He knows that enough defense is there, and Dream takes game number 3. Or rather, win number 3 here for SK Telecom T1 in game number 4, and we'll close it out in a 3-1.
Completely outmaneuvered there, and it's just Dream is just so on top of his TVT. Just his positioning, his decision-making, and the way he kind of maneuvers and puts the other...
This guy's a monster.
Puts him out of position. Like, it was just so smartly done. I love it, man.
Yeah. KeeN not looking bad, not looking terrible, but just not quite on the level of Dream here. Dream just totally controlling the game from the get-go. Really enjoy watching this guy play in every single matchup.
And he is on my fantasy team.
Nice. He's on mine too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
High five there.
Good job, man.
Good choice.
Easy points.
Dream was 4 points. I want to point that out in FPL.
It's silly,
He
isn't
was
it?
4 points. I saw it and I'm like, what? Dream is 4 points? Are you serious?
Yeah, man. He's
Then I
definitely
picked
worth it. It's value, dude, right there.
Yep.
Good day for us. Good day for SKT1. Unfortunately for Prime, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board, but honestly, I think it might have been expected.
Yeah, I think they should be happy they got one win against SK Telecom, to be perfectly honest. Nicely done by Yoda to take out Su. I feel like Su not playing the best game of his life. Still looking a little bit shaky. Want to see how he improves here in the future. But guys, did have that 3-1 today. SK Telecom T1 will take their first win of round number 1 with the 3-1. Innovation was able to take out Creator, and then Dark killed Myungshik, and then Yoda was able to take out Su in a very long, drawn-out game there. Mech versus super late game Zerg. And then we had Dream, of course, taking out KeeN.
Yeah, some pretty good games there. A lot of fun. Really leading up to the, I dare say, that the main attraction of today, which is going to be the next match, is going to be KT Rolster versus CJ Enters. A lot of sick matches coming up as well.
Yeah, man. Definitely favoring KT there very slightly, but CJ does have a couple of matchups that I did vote in their favor. So I think that one is almost definitely going to go to an ace match, I feel. It's just like really, really close.
Very close.